Hi, I'm Samantha, Creative Director at Dance Parent 101, and I'm going to show you how to make a single beam ballet bar using wood and PVC pipe. And it's really quite simple to do. So first of all, I'm going to make a diagram of exactly what we're going to do, because I always find seeing it up here really helps me visualize and work out where all those pieces have to go and what I need to buy and the lengths that I need to cut. So I've got my markers, let's go. Ta-da! I know, it's a work of art. Not. Anyway, this part here is going to be our wood. And that piece for me today, I actually have it at 48 inches, which for those centimetre lovers is about 122 centimetres. I think mine's actually 120 because it was cut evenly from that. But if you transfer 48 to centimetres, it's 122. So even though it's not exact, let's say 120, because if you're working in a country that does metres and centimetres, you're probably going to get something a bit more rounded off. Okay, so onto the side, talking of rounding off, these sides are actually 36.5 inches. And the reason for the half on there is that I made a double bar with my kids. We swapped around pieces. We made a few different double bars and we worked out the perfect height so that I could use the bar and my 10-year-old could use the bar. And this is the height of the top bar. So I measured it to make sure it was going to be the same. So at 36.5 inches. And I've just realized I've totally messed up my drawing. So wait up. Ta-da! Yes, I know, that's even better, isn't it? Okay, the parts that I missed out were these bits here, and they're 10 inches, also known as 25 centimetres, I'm pretty sure it is. And that 36.5 inches is actually around 92 centimetres. So just in case you're wanting the other measurements in centimetres, although I'm in a country that uses centimetres and metres and I did everything in inches. Anyway, let's look at the actual pieces that we need. So we've got here elbow pieces. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got these T pieces, 1, 2. So T's equals, we only need 2. So I've made some printables and they're available at the Dance Parent 101 website, and they have all the information about which lengths you should be buying of the pipe and how to cut them. So head on to the website to grab that. The next important thing we need to discuss is what type of pipe we're using for this project. So for this project, I am using 1.5 inch diameter pipe, or that's 40 millimeter. Now the reason for that is that I'm actually using drainage pipe. So this is drainage pipe, and drainage pipe has the extra little knobs around it. Now I don't usually use drainage pipe. The reason I'm using drainage pipe is that it fit into there so snug and so nicely that I thought I need to do a project with it. So what I advise you to do is to grab some of these at your hardware store, then go down to the wood aisle, get some dowels and try to fit them in. Maybe grab a few different sizes. If they've also got 32 mil or the 1.25 inch, and see if you can get something to fit nicely inside there like I did, because then you'll have a really nice snug bar. The other thing you need to know about these is that that is not a right angle. These drainage sort of fittings come at an 88-degree angle, and that is so water can go down them. You might find other fittings at the plumbing store, which are these ones. Now you might find something that fits into those, so you might want to use these. Just make sure you get the right pipe for the fittings, because these fittings and these fittings use different pipe. Okay, so I am going to move the drawing out of the way and get down and build this bar. Can't wait. Now I've had time to go and cut all my pipe into the lengths. I just use a hacksaw to do that, and I've got tips and hacks and other videos that will show you exactly how I do it if you're not too sure on how to cut it yourself. Otherwise, do ask at your hardware stores. Some hardware stores will cut PVC pipe for you. Okay, I always begin with the feet. So we need our T upwards, grab your 10-inch piece into that side, then grab an elbow and it goes down that way. Another 10-inch piece on the other side, and then we grab another elbow, and we've got a leg done. Well, not the full leg. Now do just find knocking them in a bit hard with the drainage pipe pieces, and that should be nice and sitting there upright. Okay, let's get on to the other foot. What we want next is our 36.5-inch pieces to go straight in. Another thing I do need to mention is, because all the pieces do have that 88-degree angle, you'll want them all to be the same way. So mine is angled towards the back, and I just looked over at this side and it's angled to the front. So I'm going to turn it around this way, so they're both on the angle going down that way. That way the bar will be all lined up. Oh, there's my other piece. Oh, okay, putting that one in there. Now they don't always stand up this beautifully, so like that one doesn't want to stand up at all by itself, so I'm just gonna lean it against there. Now we've got our next elbow up the top. Just putting that in. Last elbow. Knock, 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 knock. Now you can use glue and screws for all of these parts, and if you'd like to learn how to do that, there is another video on all of that. But for today, we just want to get this up and done so you can see how it all works. And there is your ballet bar. Now, that wood is definitely going to fall out, so you can't just rub a mallet and you can't just knock that one in. So we are going to use the drill to drill some holes. I like to drill underneath and put the screws in underneath so you can't see them. I have done another tutorial with a double bar, very similar to this, and I think I did them on the top. So it is up to you where you do yours, but this time let's go for underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my bar is in there as far as possible. I'm just going to go straight up in the middle of this bar with my, go slow at the beginning. And I'm going to press down with the bar. Come back down. And I know what I'm missing, my screwdriver. Okay, got my screwdriver. I could put a screw bit on here, but I sometimes get scared when drills go in too quickly that they really tend to force into the wood, and I don't want my wood bar to crack. Now, you can also sand and stain this piece of wood, and I'm going to do that, just not today. And I'll make a video showing you how I went about, that one's in, how I went about staining and sanding this, and then I might also paint the legs of that. So now we're going to do the other side. Now both of those are in and we're done. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial on how to make a wooden and PVC ballet bar do-it-yourself for the home. And if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and check out all the others about how to glue, how to paint, and just finish off the bar so that it's absolutely perfect and how you want it to be. So, till next time, bye.